for a second because I was hearing the sound of the bubbling happening. It sounded eerily like the same sound you get when you're munching cattails. So only slightly disconcerting. All right, screw it. I'm reverting back to my usual ways and the pile o' crap inventory management system. You on the aforementioned stalker run, you should see the floors of like misanthropes, mountaineers, camp office. It is. It looks lived in. Well, we'll say that much. Yeah, I think at least in the front room of Misanthropes, I don't think you can see the floor anymore, or at least the original floor. You can see the new furry floor. More, more. I can't give it the full Kylo Ren scream because, one, it's late, and two, as I've learned, I have elderly neighbors who are light sleepers, so I cannot be as shouty as your modal Twitch streamer. Okay. Well, okay, for organizing in the dark, that's actually not terrible. Old people don't sleep at night. Well, my neighbors do apparently, and I got some questions as to the noises emanating from my apartment at late hours. So I guess I took that as a hint that they can in fact hear me doing what I'm doing. So well I guess it's a function of that and the fact that the walls here are not that thick. So it's out of respect for them, and just try to keep things nice and harmonious here. How many liters have you made? About that much, plus 20 liters, plus 27 liters. So 47 liters, plus that, plus that. However much that is. Here, let's go have an outdoor nap. Wait, why can't I? Oh, I don't have sticks. That's why. Ooh. Okay, we're not gonna be fully warm, but that's fine. Hey, Thor, welcome in. Can you leave some water? Bro, I got you. I got you taken care of. Don't you worry. But yeah, let me do this because we have the originator of our this here tournament. Interesting. We'll give Thor a little bit of love as well.
Wasting time. Nice. Right, go away. Yeah, go away, go away. Go away. You're not running that way. Fuck off, dude. You gotta be fucking shitting me right now. You don't even path over here. You belong there.
Oh no, stuck
Man,
in
this
Neck
stupid
Ravine.
ass game. You can't run that way! Oh, for fuck's sake, fix your goddamn buggy ass game. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Fix your goddamn game.
Let's be honest, we've all had those days. Yeah, so Thor, if it's any consolation, the only reason Astrid is this silent is because I I had to I had to put her in the quiet corner. She was a little too talkative yesterday, so I I got very cross with her. So I feel your pain. Did I say for? Well, I did the next best thing. I went into the settings menu and I turned the voice slider all the way down to 0. Again, no disrespect to Jennifer Hale or Mark Meer, but so I just some days I just need some blissful silence. How did I like Jolt? I have appreciated Jolt. As I was saying earlier, I am not a regular Loper player, so this is it was a nice kind of bite-sized reintroduction, but definitely with some extra hurdles. Because like I have found myself all along the way fighting my usual instincts. Like I'd be cooking teas, starting fires. Yeah, because I had all the stuff you need early Loper. I before I left PV, I had I had a hacksaw, I had a hammer, and by the time I got to camp office, I had a bedroll. If this was a regular Loper run, you know, I'd be ready to go. But instead, I've been carrying around a heavy hammer all the time, and it was purely for wolf defense. Did it tickle my nickel? I don't follow. Uh, I would say it was an enjoyable experience. I appreciate you creating the tournament. Um, this here is this is more about making a statement than anything else. Um, did the wolf ever get? No, actually, we blessedly we have been free of ducky hugs this whole time. I have been I've been good about making torches. Once I remembered you could craft them rather than just pull them, and having them out, and also the wealth of matches we've had has led me to err on the side of having a lit torch out versus not. which, again, it's not a bad thing to do, especially on Loper, as long as you're not burning through your matches. But are you are you are you having a bubble? You're having an absolute bubble. That's like 3 blizzards in 24 hours. It's a good thing I spent all that time outside, because holy heck. Lovely. See, I made that snow shelter out there with the intent of sleeping out of doors. And yet the game has said, oh, we know it's been at least 12 hours since your last blizzard, so we thought we'd make a delivery for you. So, hooray. You've been thinking the same? You know, if you don't carry firewood and coal, you're really light? Yeah. Now, admittedly, for me, I was carrying a little of that anyway, but that's because I'm paranoid, and I was concerned, especially with my rustiness on Loper, I'd get caught out somewhere and not be able to start an emergency fire to keep me warm. And in my defense, that did actually kind of happen. And we were in the ravine, and then a 50% candy bar gave us food poisoning. So, and then almost immediately after, a blizzard hit. So, that rather complicated things. Oh, and we taken a bunch of cold damage at the same time, so there was that as well. There. Are you sure you can't move back? There we go. That one little indent there was bothering me. But yeah, so I would say, you know, a strong recommend for taking part in the tournament. Anyone who isn't already, you do have until May 15th to submit your runs. So if if you're seeing this and you're wondering, well, gosh, how hard could it be if Trooper's going to get through 30 days? Then hey, I would encourage you to take part as well. There are fabulous prizes on offer for the division winner in normal and elite. I think there's also an MVP, although I don't know what the criteria is there. So you would have to ask the boss. Or maybe, I say, maybe most valuable, most valorous. Most venomous? Who knows? Either way, yeah, but it like most, I say like every other tournament here in the old community on Twitch, it is very much, for fun, for the experience, and I guess if you for eternal glory, if you want to go full Dumbledore. That would mean you have to talk to Thor. Well, I mean, I guess if you're not one of the people judging and like who voting for MVP, then I guess that's not a problem now, is it? Yeah, it's probably good that this caps out at ADC. Otherwise, we we could be threatening to actually set the floor on fire. Actually, have I? I've actually lost track. Yeah, so we're 25 days in now. Working on day 26. We're almost through day 26. My God, time flies when you're cooking water, something like that. And I will say, so, like I said, I've been away from Loper for a while, but this is giving me, it's giving me some confidence that when I am finally through with this stupidly long achievement run, I think I am. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be bold. I am gonna see about trying more Loper runs. It'll be painful, I'm sure, but I I I think I have I think I have what it takes to not embarrass myself and die in 10 minutes again. Hey, Knifo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Knifo, and welcome in, friends. Neo, CD, Copper Bonsai. How'd the stream go, Knifo? Back to your Gunloper run, if I remember correctly. Let me give you a proper welcome here. You catch us at a very hydrated time in our lives.
We might not have to eat cattails after all. Dinner on the hoof.
Imagine not eating cattails. Pshaw. Stream it well. Yes, Gunloper, Justin Timberwolf opening containers. Ah, nice. Yeah. I was reintroduced to the experience of Loper Summit loot. Took a little bit getting used to, but it wasn't too bad. I think I was mostly there for the peaches and the soda. The clothing was just kind of okay. But yeah, folks, if you're not already, please do drop Knifo a follow. Again, another very cool person, very very chill part of the TLD community here on Twitch, and also I always like finding people who are fellow stalker players. There's not that many of us, at least people who also stream. So I appreciate finding them when I do. And if you came in with Knifo and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. Call myself a variety streamer who plays a lot of the Long Dark. Actually, I think what's that site called? Twitch Tracker. I checked that on a whim, and turns out I recently just crossed over to having streamed 1,000 hours of TLD. Not played, just streamed. Which is kind of wild. I think like the breakdown of games, it was like 40%, like 40% of all my time streaming on Twitch was TLD. But, I'm kind of a fan of this game. But yeah, I am doing my Jack of No Trades run. We're here in the home stretch. This is the normal division, hence the reason I can do this and not lose my run. And basically, I am engaging in a bit of malicious compliance because our Astrid here has been complaining about being a bit thirsty for days on end. So I thought I would take care of that for her. Because that's just the kind of, loving, supportive player that I am. But Nifo, so if you do need to do any post-stream streamer care, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free to do so. We are honestly, this is what we're doing here. It's a 30-day run. We're working on day 26. And yeah, the idea is we're gonna be just making basically a Great Lakes worth of water, and then we're gonna chill. We're gonna eat cattails, and we're gonna get this thing done because it's past 1 in the morning and I'm tired. You gotta run, CD? No worries. Appreciate you coming by. Okay. Get that going. Yeah, so part of my grand plan was to to get the water going and then hang out of doors so I don't get the stupid cabin fever risk. And I guess the game heard me thinking because it has responded to this by giving us 3 blizzards inside 24 hours. It's Milton getting it's in a Pleasant Valley time of its life. I don't appreciate this little bit of personal growth, but hey, no one asked me. Yeah, this would be our 20th blizzard in 25 plus days. But again, it's loper gonna loper, right? What are you gonna do? So we're gonna advance time as best we can. Yeah, and we're not gonna have infinitude fire, and I do want to save some sticks to repair our little snow shelter out front. Speaking of, let me go check on that. Wow, 2 blizzard and it's still 85%. It's a robust snow shelter right there. Okay. Last 3 or 4 times we've slept in here, I've heard the nearby wolf freaking out at something. Now, it doesn't come up here. We're not stinky, but I, I am afeared that it's gonna come up the slope and it's gonna ruin our day. I would do something about it, but we have found a flare gun, but we have yet to find a single flare shell, so rip me, I suppose. And you know what? I'm not even gonna guess. You know, I'm so over the pile o crap. We'll do some more arranging when I can see. I didn't miss it? Nope, didn't miss it. We did spend quite a bit of outdoor time before doing this little bit of shenanigans, so maybe that's why the risk hasn't hit yet. But if for no other reason than the purposes of a slightly snarky screenshot, say that 3 times fast. Before we call it, I will endeavor to have a well lit area here. We'll get all this water arrayed as best we can, and then we'll call it a tournament. Oh wait, maybe the shelter only loses condition when you use it. What a novel idea. Like every other thing in the game. Okay, I heard the wind picking up. I was gonna be a little salty, not gonna lie. Yep, that was Blizzard number 20. Just fun, fun, fun. But again, this is why we play Loper. Right? I say this is why we play Loper, as though I too am a Loper player. But again, it's the game. Ooh, okay, good thing we came in. Yeah, it's the knowing that the game is messing with you, but knowing how to respond. It's that rather satisfying feeling. Of course, the game messing with you and not knowing how to respond, it is a deeply unsatisfying feeling. Actually, hang on. Since we got an Aurora. Yeah, there we go. We'll get some culture up in here. Now, if memory serves, there actually is a... No, it's not a note. It's a buffer memory at Signal Hill that mentions why there's classical music playing on the radio. I won't spoil, but I think again for a classical nerd like me, or actually I wouldn't say nerd. Let's be honest. There's some big classical man. I'm a filthy casual probably compared to them, but I enjoy classical music, and so for the one thing you can get on the radio, other than the Trader, to be a classical work, I appreciate that. It's very classy by Hinterland. Probably easier to get licensed too. There we go. I should probably start thinking about putting sticks in if we want this fire to see the morning. And we kind of do. Actually, I better. We're just about out of coal. Now, admittedly, I was not going hard. I could have gone, coal gathering in HRV. We could have done a lot more to optimize and whatnot. But come on. Let's get... Well, no. I don't know how Aurora animals handle snow shelters. So we'll err on the side of an abundance of caution and just not mess with it. There we go. Oh. Let's see. 'Cause we've heard from Hinterland, what, twice? How many patches have they dropped since episode 5? It's 2, right? Yeah, because there was that initial one that fixed like the big issues people were having, like the trap trailer during part 3 of episode 5. And then there was this most recent one, which, well, for some reason they had to take away the Darkwalker spray paint from episode 5, which, as some, like Fiat, who was here earlier, I'm a big fan of the Darkwalker challenge. I like it a lot. So it was a hoot to see it like see it outside its natural habitat. And then for the devs, nah, you don't need that. And then they took away Astrid's giggle when she plows through the snowdrift. And I know it sounds like me complaining about Astrid not speaking, but it was a very human moment in a game where you don't always get those, right? Like everything is very serious. It's very dour. Like we had the game that has locations like the distempered flat cars and the unceasing inundation. Unceasing, unyielding. I can't remember. But yeah, it can be a very serious game. So when there is a bit of mirth, a bit of whimsy, a bit of life, I think it's welcome. It's needed even. But alas, I have for whatever reason I have maybe Jennifer Hale improvised a little bit too much. I don't know. Although, imagine being the person who has to tell Jennifer Hale to dial it down a bit. Couldn't be me. They don't ask you feeling him. Well, that's. I would hope it's something more thought out than that. Because like, if it didn't feel appropriate to the moment, like it wasn't serious enough for Astrid, racing to get. Well, I don't want to spoil. Like, Astrid racing to do the thing she needed to do. Then why was it there in the first place? Presumably, it was, it passed multiple layers of quality control. I don't know. I don't get it. But then I don't claim to know shit about butts when it comes to making a video game. Some peculiar hitboxes here, Pinterland, but sure. It feels like 50 even in the living room. Okay. 26 days down, we're into day 27. Go, drop it. There. Okay, now maybe we'll be allowed to leave the house. There. Nice crisp morning. Ooh, plenty cold too. Yeah, that's not going to help actually. Yeah, it feels like negative 28. Okay, maybe we don't try to cheese good old cabin fever in those conditions. Could be deleterious to our health. Every cold place needs to have its black rock. So by its black rock, what would that be? Like it's built up location. It's it's to its major loot spot. It's Timby magnet. I don't know. Oh, it's more you guys. Where where are these hitboxes? My goodness. There we go. Okay. Any better now? A lot of games have have a cold place called Blackrock. Long Dark, 2 Roblox, but okay. So actual a place called Black. Ah, okay. I see what we're saying. Well, the next TLD is going to be called Black Frost, apparently. So, oh, good grief. Am I tired enough now, game? Thank you. Hey, Tina, what day are we on? What day are we on? So yeah, we're working on day 27. Black Talk. Yeah, Black Talk is. Yeah, Black Talk is the messaging system for BlackRock inmates. Can I ask why you're making so much water? See, Tina, it's about sending a message. Astrid has been hassling me about being thirsty at every step along the way. To the point yesterday where I had to send her to the quiet corner. So, in an act of malicious compliance, I'm going to make sure that we're going to have a Great Lakes amount of water here for her and anyone who comes after. How's the fire? We need more. Because frankly, I'm tired of being hassled about her hydration levels. Three. You know what? Sure. I'll fix my little snow shelter. Yeah, I don't really have designs on winning this thing. I'm here to have a good time. Your guys need some water. Can you give her some? She drinks too much. Well, she clearly didn't listen to Immortan Joe then. You know, you become addicted to water. You grow dependent on it, and you resent its absence. You know, smart guy that Immortan Joe. But yeah, Wolfie, if you just have your Astrid swing by Grey Mother's, and she'll have her pick of bottled water. She's been having the Canadian lemonade from Coastal. Well, it's Coastal Highway. What do you expect? It's not like not the Epicurean capital of Great Bear. But yeah, Thor's on the way for some water. You know, King Wolfie can come by. Yeah, there's a water party aplenty for folks who are of a mind. You've been working in a lot of conversation. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I think I've explained my thinking here, but yeah, it's mostly spite. As is most things when I play this game. You haven't looted there? Oh, Tina, such wonders await you. You know, even before this, I got like 10 liters of toilet water just from Milton. So yeah, your girl is gonna be just fine. It's like all the residential turlets had like 1.6 to 1.9. I think that's a consistent thing where residential toilets have more water than industrial, but I have a sample size of 1 right now, so I can't speak to that with any scientific rigor. Gonna come back once she finds the HRV bunker. Oh yeah, I don't envy that search. And are we gonna run out of firewood here? I think we are. But hey, that was the idea. So once we're done, because I'm not gonna light another fire. That would just be silly. But we will see what we can do as far as accelerating the passage of time a bit more. Because, yeah, my desire, my impetus to explore has, well, honestly, it's tapped out. Okay, we got that. All right, let's have everyone make one more leader. You know, for old time's sake. Yeah, we're probably going to cover the entire countertop. Yeah, supposed to help with the HR bunker. You'll have to help you bad at navigating and searching for stuff. You're looking for the PV bunker on the other side. Oh, well, yeah, and the yeah, because the game doesn't exactly make it clear, like which setting on the little transponder, the little beep 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 thing you're supposed to do. Like what does blue look for? What does yellow look for? And they do, and the tails bunkers are in, well, yeah, I would say they're in out of the way places, definitely. Certainly HRV, certainly PV, arguably Bleak. Although, thankfully, that one is not as much of a hassle, but it is Bleak, so you might also have to deal with Aurora Timbies. So there is that. Oop, okay, we need just a little bit more fire time. There we go. You could easily find Bleaks again. Yeah, that's probably like the least bad of the bunch. In terms of its relative location. Obviously, Bleak has other issues. You Are you seriously blizzarding again? Yeah, sure are. My God, I thought it was in Milton, not PV. So are we done here? I think we're done here. Alright. Oh, never mind. In that time, I apparently we skipped Embers and we went straight to nothing. Okay then. Well, don't mind me. Okay. So now we'll get to the morning when we can actually see what we're doing. Then we'll finish our little decorating project. And we're not remotely tired, unfortunately. But again, what is a sleep schedule when we're on a clock as we are? You know, it's the human condition. Eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired. probably worth 4. We'll try 4. Okay. Well, no, I mean, it is okay. It is morning, but I was pretty explicit about the need to be able to see. And I cannot. There, that'll do. Okay, well, we can probably clear some of this off. See, do these stack? Kinda? Close enough. Okay. Yeah, apologies for the end of this run being only slightly more scintillating and fun to watch than me repeatedly disassembling a moosehide cloak in the dark in Langston Mine for 25 days on end. But hey, it's a tournament mindset. We're here to, well, not get the dub. We're gonna call this the Rocky. We're here to go the distance, as long as the distance is 30 days. There we go. So what am I gonna caption this? When I put it on Blue Sky, I put hashtag TLD daily screenshot. I say, I heard heard lips smack one too many times, and I thought, all right, never again. So, the only thing my Astrid is thirsty for is will. Or if we want to invoke Thor's dad humor, chat to streamer, what are you doing? Not an unfair question to ask, too. Smash it list for Will. Well, eventually. Yeah, like episode 1, Astrid, she could clearly take or leave him. Yeah, what was it the folks at the Survivors Corner podcast? Their most recent show, talking like Team Will versus Team Astrid. And there was a discussion, like there was a poll in chat, like if you were Will, like knowing how things turn out, would you have agreed to fly Astrid to Great Bear? And a decent majority said no. Which, I mean, in hindsight, like they say, knowing how things would end up, that's not an unreasonable stance. It's like we don't know what plans. Well, okay, no, we don't gotta. Yeah, be mindful of spoilers. Like, we don't know. You know, I guess the ending is such that how Will his yeah. So Will's fate is open ended, and that might be vague enough. But even just putting that aside, you know how many severe blows to the head does he take in the course of episodes 1 through 5? Like he really only gets one episode off, episode 3. Like he goes through the windshield of his plane, has to take a metal shard out of his hand. Got to deal with that bear, plus the Timbies in episode 4, and then excuse me, everything that happens in episode 5 that I will not detail for those of you who are still dodging spoilers. But yeah, he if there was still Canadian healthcare in the Quiet Apocalypse, our Will would be getting his money's worth. Like, like he tells the warden in episode 4, I get hurt a lot. It might be the truest thing he said. Okay, so can I, if I try to slip another row in here, it should just fit? Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together. Now, if only I had a plan. Now, if I was really nerding out about this, I would, what I would do, I would just stand right here, and I'd grab every bottle, and I'd get a number, so I could know just how much water I made off that one fire. But do we need to go that deep? I don't think we do. All we need to know is that we made enough. Enough to get through, enough to keep Astrid's lips from smacking, and enough to sate my spiteful side, which is considerable. Guess we can move these back now. Oh, yes. Make sure we got the branding all set up. Okay, if I can fill in this entire spot, what I could do is pop a flare and see if I can wedge it right in here. That'd make for a good visual. But again, first things first. Yeah, I'm concentrating entirely too hard on this, but you know what? Again, not to toot my own Canadian horn here, but gosh darn it, I earned this. After not playing Loper for however many years, we've survived. We're gonna have a run on the board, and I even got we're gonna get a neat little screenshot out of it. Frankly, that's wins all around as far as I'm concerned. And I'll be honest, if what I did is enough to earn first prize and 5 gift subs, frankly, that's on y'all. Because my performance is eminently beatable. Oh, dang it! Actually, hang on. I can do something about this. Oh, what if we run out? What if we run out of lantern fuel? Oh no! It's if only I had a large jerry can full of lantern oil I could use to refill it. Oh well. Now, some of you might be asking, well, pray tell, where does Astrid get all these bottles? And I would tell you, shut up. You know what a Canadian bush doctor wants to do with her ovipositor in her own time is none of chat's business. I assume that's where the water bottles come from. Same as same as all the mugs and the bowls for the stew. See, it looks like something should fit in there, but apparently it does not. That could very well annoy me. Oh, you found Stair Steps Lake, King Wolfie. Nice. Yeah, and like it's spottable because if you're coming in from Milton, like there are actual like basically stair steps of waterfalls leading down to it. So as your visual cue that you're on the right track. All right, fine, screw it. You know what? We'll start in the back, which I probably should have done in the first place. Ooh, okay, I saw green. I saw green. Let me have this game. There we go. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, I should probably remember to drink some of this as we go. Man, imagine making water and then drinking it. I say. Finally, did you get it? Yay! Oh, good. I'm relieved for you. It was yeah that sounded like a quite the unpleasant search. Come on, give me green, give me green. There. Oh, and we we have more. Oh yeah, you're fine. Hey, Miss Pac-Man, welcome in. Yeah, we've we might have gone ever so slightly overboard, but it's for a good cause. And the cause is never having to hear Astra's lips smack again. But good to see you, Miss Pac-Man. Hope your Monday's going well. We're in the home stretch here, so I am entertaining myself with copious amounts of hydration. Come on, come on. You instantly mapped the bunker when you found it. Smart. Yeah, it's one of those things that I imagine it's an absolute pain, but it's because everything you went through to get there. Now it's one of those things that's gonna stick with you from this point on. We got, or okay, yeah, it's going to be picking most of this up. Well, not most. We'll be picking these up at some point. But, you know, there we go. Another. Oh. Oh, right. Yeah. The last part of the tail. But well, actually, do you? No, you haven't been to that one yet. Well, enjoy. Uh, you do have you got a little bit of a trip ahead of you, but it'll be worth it. I feel confident. Oh, you knew about that one. Okay, well, have fun all the same. There we go. Yeah, and let's just. Well, okay. It looks for all the world like it's gonna blizzard again, so we'll be judicious in our passing of time, or not. That's fine too. Did I miss another blizzard? I might have. I did. It's 21. Oh, you got one too? Yeah, I think so. I think I caught the back end. So yeah, while we were busy doing all that, I guess I distracted myself from a blizzard. Oh darn. I know when we're chooching, we're very much we're hunkered down, bunkered in, but just, honestly I'm still scared. I'm still afeared I'm gonna find a way to balls this up and somehow throw inside of the finish line. So we're gonna play it cool. We're gonna play it slow. Excuse me. If we had condition to regain, that'd be one thing. But we've been better. We've been better about taking care of our girl. Now to leave. Okay, understandable. Although I will say, um, maybe not now, but in the future, HRV is a very good it's a good zone to know. Like there's a ton of resources there. Yeah, it's not the most intuitive. It's a very vertical map, but if you can get your head around that, it is actually very it's helpful, and it's it's loot dense. This one's specifically for the far territory. Okay. Well, just something for the future then. Okay, let's pop out of here. There you go. I'm glad I got that screenshot because we're gonna put some dents in that bad boy. Was it? It was kind of cold out there. Let's see, we might need to go hunting for sticks just to put this thing back together a bit. No, actually, that is not great. Yeah, we should probably just pop out. No sense taking cold damage when we don't need to. We got a nice comfy bed right here. Lovely. There's a part of me that wants to check and see how much charcoal is in there, but no, we will not. Our morbid curiosity will remain unsated. Because what would you do with it? I put it all in the freezer is what I'd do with it. Nope. Okay. Although, you know what we could do? Maybe we should do? Do a quick reconnoiter. So we can find some sticks, maybe do some repairs. So all the neighborhood blizzards we've been having, you'd think there'd be a stick or two lying about. You would think. Actually, how many sticks do I have on me? Okay, so we probably had enough. We could have done that without the drama. Oh well. Helga, welcome in. Welcome in, Helga, and welcome in, friends. Thank you so much for that raid. I gave you a proper welcome. How'd your stream go, Helga? Are you still doing Subnautica, or what did you get up to? Get you a shout out here.
Where's Pupina? It's coming. No! 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 Pupina! No!
Stream it well, still doing Subnautica. Good, good. So, how far in are you? Oh, are we still? Ooh, yeah, we are still. Okay. No snow shelter for us. But yeah, folks, if you're not already, please drop Helga a follow. Another super cool person, part of our Long Dark community group. But she also plays other games, as you can see, Subnautica, and Subnautica is a pretty great one as well. I know a lot of folks in the community are a big fan of it, and I am too. And if you came with Helga and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. Call myself a variety streamer who plays a lot of the Long Dark. I am currently doing a tournament run where we're trying to survive 30 days on Loper and gain as little XP as possible. I mean, a small base in the Lost River. Ooh. They've had a lava biome. Oh. Oh, you're in for fun. You have such wonders ahead of you, Helga. It didn't look fun, but that's where all the good loot is. I mean, you know that by now. The deeper you go, the better the loot. Okay, this we can do. Oh, but it's, yeah. I would say, yeah, enjoy that. I would say there is good stuff to be found down there. Just do keep your head on a swivel. Oh, are you rocking the Cyclops, or have you taken the prawn suit down? Because both are viable. Oh, and Helga, if you do need to do any post-stream streamer care in a hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free. You know, we are big supporters of streamer wellness here. But if you do want to share how your first time, is it your first time in Subnautica? I think you said so on your on stream, but I might be misremembering. I took the second and the prawn suit. Good. You go to the lava biome, but your power cells are raining fast, so you went back and you're preparing for that. Ah, gotcha. Um, okay. There there are ways to mitigate that, but I don't want to like do any spoilies. But no, so you played it in 2022 as you take it further than finding the Lost River, and you forgot everything. Ah, that'll do it. Hey, that's my superpower. I tell people that's my anti-spoiler superpower is just forgetting stuff. It works pretty well for me. But good, yeah, I hope you're having fun. Oh, right, I must ask. Have you found any time capsules? Because they always have the most interesting things in there, even when the things themselves are boring. Because it gives you an insight into the mind of the person who put it out into the world. Ooh, three. Oh, nice, nice. That's good finding. Do they have anything good for you? I know they put some restrictions on what you can put in there, but there's still lots of good options. And I know there are other there's certain workarounds people have found. Without being like too cheaty or too spoilery. I see. Oh, one of that a cuttlefish egg. Oh, see, I can't tell if that's good or bad. I mean, it's a cuttlefish, so at worst it's going to be adorable. Others, others have mostly had materials. Ah, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense. Because one thing I found is, um, if people want to give advanced batteries, what they might do is they'll put it in a basic tool and then put the basic tool in the time capsule, which is pretty clever, I gotta say. So if folks are wondering what we're doing here, we are at the very tail end. I'm doing the normal division, which means the job is to survive for 30 days on vanilla loper, random spawn, 2 feats, and the winner is whoever has the least XP gained in 30 days. Excuse me. And if there's a tiebreaker, I think it's calories. I think it's calories expended. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the text in the TLD tournament site says calories consumed, but that's not actually in the ledger. It'll be calories expended, which is. You got a Sea Glide, nice, but it had a regular battery. Oh, well. It's a free Sea Glide. It's still pretty sweet. Oh yes, and did you go through the uh, the rite of passage of losing your first was it your first sea moth? Because I see that happen to a lot of people. Because I know what happened to me on my first playthrough on my first sea moth is I I I parked it too close to Gun Island, and it somehow clipped into the island, and I couldn't actually get to it again. So I had to swim back and make a fresh one. You have lost it, but you saved scum. Okay, well there is that too. And I'm not I'm not gonna judge. You survived 90 days or 92 or 92. Let's see, 28 days. Okay, we're just about to take over to 20. Yeah. So as I was saying, we're at the very tail end. We're about to enter day 29 of 30, and basically we're just here hibernating because my interest in exploring and all that is exhausted, if I'm honest. Not because the tournament is bad or anything. It's just, yeah, well, it's because it's almost 2:30 in the morning on a Monday night. So that's about right. You gotta take the dog outside and have dinner. Okay, thank you so much for the raid, Helga. Thank you for bringing your people here. And have a great rest of your night. And hope you and the doggo have fun together. Okay, yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because we've spent a large amount of time here in Grey Mothers with a certain project I can show once it's light out. because unfortunately the lighting in non-aurora times is just a little lacking. That'll do. So yeah, took advantage of the 6-burner stove to, you know, make ourselves a little bit of water. Just make sure our girl is, you know, free from any incidences of lip smacking or being a bit thirsty or, you know, the usual. But yeah, so because we were in here for an extended amount of time, I thought, you know what? Well, maybe we'll try to head off Cabin Fever and we'll hang out in our fun little snow fort. Oh, nope, nope, we don't need to do that. You sprained both your wrist and ankle. Oh no. That's not helpful. How have you are you still on your way out, or have you made it back to the cave? Because after everything you've been through, I can understand if you just wanted to, you know, crash out in the cave for a bit and recover. Ooh, okay, we're just good. There we go, much better. Oh, you're a mountain town. Okay, yeah, yeah. So you're free, and I get it. Like I know, a HRV is not the friendliest zone. You had one bandage and used that for your ankle. Yeah, if I'm not in a hurry and if I have the resources, I or especially if I'm short on bandages, I have taken a liking to just sleep healing sprains. Like if you like so like wrists take 2 hours of sleep to heal and then ankles take 4. Wait, how bad is Sundered Pass? Uh, uh, the lower part of Sundered Pass is actually okay. It's pretty normal. The higher up you go, the worse the weather gets. And there are Timbies. Many, many Timbies. I still like it though, but mostly because I stay on the half of Sundered Pass that does not have Timbies. It makes life much easier. You know, call me a big weenie because that is exactly what I am. But yeah, I will say I yeah, it's Thunder Pass it has the kind of verticality you see in HRV and Ash Canyon, and I like those. I like those zones, and so I would say I like much of Sundered Pass, but the parts I don't, I really don't. And I will say it used to be worse. When Sundered Pass initially came out, Oh, I should say, have you been King Wolfie? I want to make sure I'm not getting ahead of myself. You have not. Okay. So when the zone, so when you get there, you're gonna see in one part of the zone there are these little A-frames, little like avalanche shelters. When Sundered Pass was first released, those did not actually get any warmth bonus for being inside them. So that whole side of the zone basically had one spot, maybe two, where you would be warm without a fire. Or you could be warm without a fire. Now, thankfully, that has been fixed, but it's still rough out there. So if you're gonna go to Sundered Pass, and I do recommend eventually, make sure you have a good amount of food, flares or torches, ideally both, and well, I mean, you say you know how to deal with Timbies, so that I don't need to tell you that. But yeah, I would say it's not the kind of zone you want to spawn in. It's going to be a short stay. You're on Pilgrim. Okay, so the Timbies won't be a bother. The conditions could though, because here's the thing. Like I said, it's a zone with verticality. Once you go past a certain point, you're above the tree line. And when there's no trees, that means there's no sticks. And if there's no sticks, there's no fire. So, as you go exploring, make sure you have, you have what you need for a fire. Are we gonna blizzard again? It sure seems like it. I'm There it is. I figured that was coming. All right. Let's see. Was this gonna be number 22? Blizzard number 22. Okay, so we're in the midst of day 30. So once that counter ticks over to 30 days, that's it. Our tournament is done. You should explore Sundered Pass in a new game once you unlock it. Oh gosh, we only have like 4 hours to go then. I would say, well, it's up to you. I still go back to what I said earlier. I don't know how abundant loot will be on Pilgrim, but decently so, but if you're gonna start a new file, what I would probably do I would at least loot the airfield before going to Sundered Pass. Just to make sure, because even on Pilgrim, it will be cold, especially if you have early game clothing. You're attached to that save? Okay. That makes sense. Oh, come on. I view the bunkers once they did. Okay. One. Yeah. So the loot. You'll have to go back for the loot and then do them to get that again. But once you unlock the zones, they're unlocked forever, and you can access them. You can spawn there. You know, once you're there, once you're in a zone for the first time in one of the far territory zones, then you're good to go for, I guess, the rest of the time in the game. But if you want the loot or the story, then you got to do the regular progression. Oh yeah, let me check. What's our timer like? Okay, 30 days. So that's us done. So mark calories expended 100. Actually, let me screenshot that. Okay, 103,107. Just on the off chance there's a tie. XP wise, yeah, we got that thing like one T, and then I remember like 5 or 6 fires. Here, I'll take a shot at this too. So there we are. Could you make a custom pilgrim and explore there? Explore Sundered Pass? I don't know for sure. I think you have to be there first. Like, you have to have gone there. But I've not. You can always try. You know, just start a fresh file, see where custom allows you to spawn. Oh, once you unlock it. I mean, yeah, you certainly could. You would be allowed, and your starting loot with Pilgrim would probably be pretty nice. There would still be some challenge in there. I'll say that much. It's doable, but you will have you'll see why Hinterland built it up the way they did. See, is there anything else I need to do tournament-wise? I don't think so. I think we're solid. It's also 2:35 a.m. I really need to sleep. But yeah, there we go. I have completed a tournament run on normal. That is a thing that has been done. Uh, and I'm glad to be done. And I look forward to seeing other people doing better. I think it's a bit of lower Sundered Pass, yeah. And if you can get that, the rest will take care of itself. Especially as you progress through the tales. But yeah, we are going to leave it there because it's late. But thank you so much to everyone for hanging out with me tonight. Big thank you to Helga and Nifo and Sylvius for the raids. Thank you to M. Birchie, to Yinzers, and to King Wolfie for the follows, and to Tina for the watch streak. And appreciate people for hanging out. You know, Wolfie, Helga, Tina, Sylvius, Nifo, Yinzer CD, Thor, who was here earlier as well, Bumblebee, Sasha, Kia. Yeah, thank you, chatties, thank you, lurkers, and thank you to you friends on YouTube. We'll see you folks next time, and bye for now.